Today we're tackling the issue of emails bouncing back from or being rejected by Gmail addresses or indeed any other email addresses. If you're a small business owner, then you know that not being able to communicate with clients and customers sucks. But fear not, there's an easy fix through email authentication. Hi, this is Priya from That Online Stuff, and I offer usable and practical advice on how to use Google Workspace in your small business. And in this video, I'm showing you how to add SPF and DKIM authentication to your emails to hopefully fix at least 90% of your gmail.com bounce back issues. Okay, so what even is email authentication? Well, imagine you're sending a parcel. If the parcel doesn't have a proper return address, or if it looks like it's been opened, then the person who receives the parcel at the other end might not trust it and even refuse to accept it or dump it straight in the rubbish bin. Email authentication works a bit like that. It tells your email providers, like Gmail, that your emails are legitimate and coming from who you say they are. Without it, your email might get sent straight to spam or not get delivered at all. There are two main types of email authentication we'll focus on. SPF, or Sender Policy Framework. This basically tells recipients which mail servers are authorized to send emails for your domain. The receiving mail server checks your SPF record to confirm that any incoming messages that appear to be from your organization are actually sent from those authorized servers. So, if a spammer tries to pretend they're from your organization, their email won't be delivered because it doesn't pass the SPF test. The other type of email authentication is DKIM, or Domain Keys Identified Mail. This adds a digital signature to your emails, like a tamper-proof seal. It proves the email originated from you and hasn't been altered. It's a bit like the old-fashioned way of sealing physical documents with a bit of wax. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is log into Google Workspace Admin Console and get the DKIM details. Go to Apps, Google Workspace, Gmail, Authenticate, Email, and then click on Generate New Record and then on Generate. Now highlight and copy the phrase under DNS host name. I've also put it in the description, so you can just copy it from there if you want. And now we're going to add this information to our domain hosting provider's DNS, or Domain Name System records. To do this, you'll need to open a new browser tab and log into your domain hosting account. How you get to the DNS records is going to be slightly different for every domain hosting provider. So if you're having trouble finding the correct section, I recommend checking with your provider's support forum. I use Digital Pacific to host my domain, and this is what my DNS records look like in the Zone Editor section. To add the DKIM information, create a text record and then paste the text you've just copied, and then return to your Google Workspace for the next bit of information. So just switch back to your Google Workspace Admin Console tab here. Now highlight the entire section under the heading of Text Record Value and copy it. Then go back to your Domain Hosting Provider tab and paste that information into the value field. If you need to add a TTL, or time to live value like I do, put 3600 or 1 hour there and then hit save. You've now got one last step before you're finished authenticating DKIM. So head back over to your Google Workspace browser tab, and from here click on Start Authentication. It can take up to 48 hours for these changes to take effect, and during that time the page might continue to display this message: you must update the DNS records for this domain. You can safely ignore this message. Okay, now it's time to add the Sender Policy Framework, or SPF, information. To do this, you'll need to go back to your domain hosting provider's browser tab and create a text record, and then add this phrase in the value or content section. I put the phrase in the description as well, so you can just copy and paste it. You may need to put the @ sign or your domain name in the zone name section. Again, this will depend on your domain hosting provider's setup. And if you have the option to change the time to live TTL field, then make sure it is set to 1 hour or 3600 seconds. Alternatively, you might even have to set it to a different figure like I've had to, depending on your domain hosting provider's setup. If you don't have the TTL option, then just click on Save. And that's it. You've now added SPF and DKIM records to your Google Workspace email, increasing its chances of being delivered successfully. Just a reminder, it can take up to 48 hours for SPF and DKIM authentication to start working, so don't get too upset if your emails are still being returned for the next couple of days. If you've got any comments or questions, then drop them in the comments section below. And remember, subscribe to the channel to get more Google Workspace information specifically designed for small business owners.